Okay, let's start. Good morning. I'm Nádia Loureiro. I'm a PhD candidate in International Relations at Nova University, Lisbon. I am also parliamentary advisor at Portuguese Parliament since 2018. It is a great pleasure to be participating in the CESRAN annual conference for the third time, but unfortunately, due to professional commitments, I'm unable to be with you in person. As always, because since the beginning, I always speak a little bit about parliamentary diplomacy, and that it's often overlooked, but highly relevant topic that deserves for me a greater attention within academical research. Let me briefly walk you through the structure of this presentation. I will begin by outlining the core problem and its justification, setting the stage for why this topic matters. I will then introduce the theoretical framework, particularly drawing on ontological security theory. Next, I describe how the research was carried out and why these two cases, that it is Parliamentary Assembly of the Mediterranean and NATO Parliamentary Assembly, were selected for analysis. We will then explore comparative findings before turning to a focused discussion on the role of parliamentary diplomacy in reinforcing ontological security, especially for small states. Finally, I will conclude with key takeaways and reflections. This line explains the main problem and reason behind the study. Small countries, in fact, often face limits to their power and need to show a clear and stable identity in international politics. For Portugal, this is more complex because it connects to both the Atlantic and the European worlds, influenced by its colonial past and international commitments. These factors can create tensions in how Portugal presents itself to others, especially during political changes or international crises. I suggest in my study that parliamentary diplomacy, often overlooked in mainstream foreign policy analysis, provides a symbolic yet effective mechanism to mitigate these identity anxieties. It enables small states to project continuity, legitimacy, and committed to shared norms. So the theoretical framework is built around two main ideas. First, the concept of ontological security. This doesn't refer to physical survivor, but to the need for a stable and recognized identity in international politics. According to authors like Eden, Smithson, Kinval, or Steele, that I show his book in the previous slides, small states need consistent identity, narratives, to act coherently and to be seen as legitimate. Without that stability, they risk to become inconsistent and reactive in their foreign policy. Second, I look at the parliamentary diplomacy as a strategic tool. So this parliamentary diplomacy works alongside with foreign policy, traditional instruments. But parliamentary diplomacy offers both symbolic and institutional space to project national identity, especially through international parliamentary organizations. So parliamentary diplomacy can serve as a double purpose, defending values like democracy and human rights, while also representing the states publicly. For small states, this visibility helps to build trust, international recognition, and the long-term credibility. About the case selection and the methodology. So this research employs a qualitative interpretative design grounded in constructivist assumptions about how identity and meaning are constructed in international relation. The empirical base consists on institutional documents, parliamentary records, and official statements, ensuring consistency with the symbolic and discursive nature of the analysis. The two case studies were selected, the Parliamentary Assembly of the Mediterranean and NATO Parliamentary Assembly. Both represent distinct geopolitical arenas, so the Mediterranean and the Euro-Atlantic, where Portugal has assumed parliamentary leadership roles. The analytical focus is on how this engagement contributes to identity projection, symbolic representation, and role performance in multilateral fora. These cases were chosen not only for their strategic relevance, but also for their capacity to illustrate how small states can enhance international visibility through parliamentary diplomacy. Just to explain you a little bit, the upper image shows the emblem of Parliamentary Assembly of the Mediterranean, while the lower one depicts the NATO Parliamentary Assembly's official symbol. About the Parliamentary Assembly of the Mediterranean. Well, between 2017 and 2019, Portugal held the presidency of PAM, led by the MP Pedro Roque from the Social Democratic Party. This marked a key moment on Portuguese parliamentary diplomacy, giving the country the opportunity to show a symbolic leadership in a multilateral Mediterranean forum. This presidency strengthens Portugal's ontological security by, in my point of view, by reinforcing its image as a stable, cooperative actor committed to the regional dialogue in the Mediterranean area. It also leads initiatives on migration governance during this mandate, energy cooperation, intercultural dialogue, helping position parliamentary diplomacy as a strategic tool of foreign policy. This engagement allowed Portugal to project a dual identity, as both a Mediterranean as a Lusophone actor, acting as a bridge between Europe and the global South. Such a narrative consistency is especially important for a small states that seek recognition through value-based diplomacy. Just to explain you also, this image on the right shows a formal signing memorandum of understanding between Shura Council of Qatar and the Parliamentary Assembly of the Mediterranean. In this case was shared by Pedro Roques, that it was the president on that time. So this, it features the PAM, so the PAM presidents on the left and the Qatar Shura speakers Hamed Al Mahmoud on the right. This moment, that it was in 2018, marked a turning point in PAM's external engagement, and it was under the Portuguese presidency that that PAM expanded its reach into Gulf regions. After this, PAM welcomed Qatar, United Arab Emirates, and Bahrain as full members, and right now, Kuwait and Saudi Arabia are in the process of joining this organization. In another hand, Portugal currently holds the presidency of NATO PA for the term 2024 to 2026 through the MP Marcos Perestrelo from the Socialist Party. This role significantly enhanced Portugal's international standing, positioning the country as a reliable and normatively aligned ally within the Euro-Atlantic community. Through this presidency, that it was by elections, is not a nominated presidency, Portugal reinforces its identity as a competent and moderate small power, one that bridges the United States, Europe, and the Lusophone Africa. In this way, Portugal acts as an Atlantic bridge, contributing to NATO soft power through parliamentary engagement and identity projection. So the image on the right, it shows the MP Perestrelo standing before NATO PA's flag. So the comparative findings reveal that two distinct but complementary approaches to parliamentary diplomacy. NATO PA is rooting in a highly structured transatlantic alliance where Portugal reinforces its image as a reliable, strategically and aligned ally. This assembly contributes to ontological security through institutional continuity and high-level visibility of the country in Euro-Atlantic decision-making. The emphasis is on coherence in the defense, predictability, and alignment of Portugal with NATO's core values. On the other hand, PAM operates in a more fluid and multipolar regional context. So Portugal's leadership here has focused on soft power, symbolic authority, and intercultural dialogue. PAM allows Portugal to project dual identity, has both European and Lusophone, as it said before. This helps to act as a diplomatic bridge across regional activities. Ontological security, in this case, is reinforced through symbolic leadership, norm entrepreneurship, and active mediation across diverse culturals and political spaces. For all this, parliamentary diplomacy plays a key role in assuring the external continuity of Portugal's self-narrative, projecting the country as a stable, predictable, and responsible actor in international affairs. By reinforcing a coherent identity across multilateral forums, it contributes to symbolic legitimacy, particularly value for small states that rely on recognition rather than material power. It also acts as stabilizing mechanism during episodes of domestic political change or coalition turnover, regardless of internal instability. Parliamentary engagement allows Portugal to maintain consistent international routines essential for ontological security. That said, this strategic function is often constrained by how low visibility in domestic political discourse and by uneven normative recognition abroad, where not all parliamentary voices carrying the same weights. This is really the way how parliamentary diplomacy can help ontological security. So in conclusion, this study makes an original contribution by linking the theory of ontological security with the practice of parliamentary diplomacy, a field that is still not widely explored but increasingly relevant. It shows how Portugal, as a small state, uses parliamentary engagement to maintain a stable identity and build symbolic credibility in international forums. Importantly, this framework isn't just useful for Portugal, but it also can help to explain how small states seek visibility and consistency in their foreign policy through institutional participation. So, in fact, parliamentary diplomacy can be a strategic tool for small states operating in a complex and fragmented international system that how we have nowadays. Just to finish, 3 key policy recommendations emerge from this study. First, parliamentary diplomacy should be integrated into a national foreign policy strategies as a soft power tool. Second, stronger institutional coordination is needed between parliaments and foreign ministers. And third, we must invest in the visibility and systematically documentation of parliamentary international actions. So in terms of future research, it is crucial to expand comparative analysis for other medium-sized states, such we can use, for example, Finland, Uruguay, or Cabo Verde, and also explore how parliamentary diplomacy is perceived as legitimated by international peers, especially in times of crisis and political transition. So these are the 5 key references that I recommend. Happy to take any question or comments in this slide. Thank you.